Tonight's headlines are brought to you by McDonald's.
Good evening, Commonwealth, and thanks for watching the Channel 2 News. I'm Sally Lemus. Let's take a look at tonight's top stories. The governor takes a trip overseas in hopes to secure an agreement that will jumpstart the economy. Also tonight, more money coming to the people of the Sinamang. We just have to wait one more year. And police officers are called upon by legislators. We have the detail. In sports, cross race number 6 of the motocross race calendar. Stay with us, these stories and more are next.
Good morning, Kiko. I am here at Docomo Wallarai branch. The Docomo staff here are super helpful with my appointment. They take good care of me in just a few minutes. Thank you so much for helping me out downloading and using the Skip Lino app. I can take care of all my Docomo needs. No need to wait in line with the Skip Lino app. We love you, Docomo Pacific. Better together.
I am the I in CNMI. We are a team, and you cannot spell team without me. M-E. Get a shot and opportunity to set the CNMI free from COVID-19. See? So let's go for a save, a strikeout, a knockout punch. That's our goal. V for victory. V for vaccinate. Let's make this a team win, and we can all celebrate.
And there you have it, McDonald's new crispy chicken sandwich. From the makers of the world's most stolen fries. The juicy chicken sandwich from the place that offers extra napkins for a reason. The tender chicken sandwich from the creators of a sandwich phenomenon. So you won't just be biting into a chicken sandwich, you'll be biting into McDonald's new crispy, juicy, tender chicken sandwich. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Half a day to the Wami and good evening, Commonwealth. Today is Wednesday, June 30, 2021. Governor Ralph Torres and his delegation are in South Korea in discussions over a travel bubble. It's the governor's first trip since the pandemic. Our Chris Nelson has more.
Vaccinations have given newfound hope to the tourism industry, but there's still work left to do. Locally, vaccination rates have slowed, and the government's now poised to roll out an incentive program. Governor Torres, who is in South Korea discussing a travel bubble, says the Korean visitor screening process was an interesting one.
Their process went really smoothly, and understanding the difficulties we've gone through on our protocol, I really appreciate the process that they have to keep other people safe, and the fact that we're here working with them, the people here has just been really, really nice, and their hospitality is excellent.
What are some of the things that you're talking about in the meetings? What issues come up? What is the work that you have to do in the coming days?
Well, they, believe it or not, they're tuned on our issues. They follow our COVID task force, our COVID responses, Sogen test kits. They really know that the partnership we have, especially for COVID, matters. The strong partnership, and I can't stop saying that word, strong partnership, because it's not just the COVID that they helped us. It's now again first in our to sign a travel bubble with Korea, and of course they are also with us, our first travel bubble.
What's the mood like with the public? Are the public there ready to travel? What do you see if you look in the months ahead?
Well, it's really exciting. We've met with a couple of the other tour agencies. They're excited. They actually, they got some suggestions how to free up more opportunities. We have an agency here that has chartered a flight for September, but wants to move it now sooner, seeing that we have this travel bubble arrangement with Korea government. But everyone here, just like I said, they're really hopeful. There's some stuff that we would like to better our travel bubble, but they also understand that when we make our CNMI safe, our community, and we emphasize that our priority is to make sure that our community is safe, because if our community is safe, then our tourists will be safe, and vice versa. So we encourage them to get vaccinated, and of course, we've been pushing really hard for our people in the CNMI to get vaccinated.
What do you see as vaccinations locally have slowed down a little bit? How do we get up to that 80, 85, 90% level that we want? What are some things that we can do?
Well, we have an incentive program. We should be rolling that out hopefully first thing next week, if not at least the middle part of next week. And we'll be giving an incentive every week until we reach our goal and even beyond that.
Torres says that Korean tourists could begin arriving in the latter part of July. Several of the details remain to be worked out. Discussions and negotiations are ongoing.
All I'm asking again is to believe in this process. Believe that they've always been the safety is our top priority, and that has never weathered, and it's still our priority. At the same time, we have vaccinations now, and we need to open up our tourists, but we're doing it safe. But we continue to ask our community to please get vaccinated as well.
A piece of legislation that will allow working families to pay lower taxes and possibly get an increased tax return has been signed into law. Acting Governor Arnold I. Palacios signed the Earned Income Tax Credit Bill into CNMI law earlier this week. Palacios states the resources this law provides is crucial in today's economy.
It's a legislation that would provide up to close to $25 million a year to families, low income, middle income, with children. That program, that resource is very much needed in our community today.
Working families and taxpayers can use the EITC in reducing their taxes and possibly increasing their refund. Through the work of Congressman Gregorio Clili Sablon, the American Rescue Plan Act will fully fund the EITC.
I know in the beginning we were concerned that there's a matching component to it, but Congressman Kilili was able to shepherd an amendment to it where the federal government would cover 100% of that, at least for 2 years.
Recent conversations with the CNMI Division of Revenue and Taxation and the U.S. IRS disclosed that CNMI taxpayers will likely see the money next year.
It was just confirmed that the funds won't be available until next year, 2022. So in the meantime, we will continue to work with the IRS and U.S. Treasury on the implementation plan for the EITC funds and use the funds that were made available this year for educational campaigns and taxpayer outreach so that whoever qualifies for the credit may take advantage of it in the next tax season.
Directee Tracy Narita assures the community that once further guidance on procedures are released, they will be sure to inform taxpayers. The bill, authored by Representative Tina Sablon, was passed by both the House and Senate in March of this year. 4 police officers get subpoenaed by the legislature to cough up records of the non-disclosure agreement. 4 personnel from the Department of Public Safety were served subpoena ducis tecum to produce documents and communications to the House Committee on Judiciary and Governmental Operations. Chairwoman Selena Babauta states this development is in regards to the non-disclosure agreements that were issued to police officers.
I have asked for a list of police officers or DPS personnel or any law enforcement personnel that have signed this agreement that we have seen, and also to produce any communications in relation to that in order to get to the bottom of it as to who is mandating these upon the police officers.
DPS recently released a statement to KSPN that the department is not forcing their employees to sign the NDAs and that it is completely voluntary. But some police officers are saying that's not true.
Well, we're hearing from the police officers themselves that they are being told that this is coming down from the Attorney General's office, which we have now come to the realization that it didn't come from the Attorney General's office, and that police officers are being told you have to sign these documents.
The investigation into the expenditures of Governor Ralph Torres is also moving forward by having 2 witnesses testify before the committee tomorrow.
Tomorrow, the first set of witnesses, which is Ms. Bernie Palacios, who is the Director of Financial Services, Department of Finance, will be here tomorrow, and Police Officer Jomelyn Galascio. They are the first set of witnesses. That's according to the subpoena. The attorney for Ms. Matilde Rosario has asked for a continuance, so he granted another 5 days, and Ms. Matilde Rosario is due to come before the committee on July 6th, next week.
The witnesses are expected to be present together with their attorney tomorrow. Police have found Roland Kaipet, who was wanted by authorities a week ago. This time, Kaipet was arrested along with a partner. The Department of Public Safety received a tip from an anonymous caller regarding the whereabouts of Roland Kaipet. It was stated that Kaipet was driving a dark-colored Toyota Corolla with additional characteristics. Around 11 a.m. on June 29th, the vehicle matching the description was seen in Chalanlaulao. Police conducted a violator stop and observed Kaipet in the driver's seat and a female in the passenger. The female has been identified as Casilda Kaipet, who is now being charged with accessory. Both individuals were arrested and was now cleared at Canoa Resort before being transferred to the Department of Corrections. Roland Kaipet was arrested for evading an arrest warrant last week. He is being charged with assault and battery and domestic violence. Coming up, we say goodbye to one of NMC's president.
Green sea turtles and hawksbill turtles call the Mariana Islands home. They are an important part of the marine ecosystem. They are under threat, and they are protected under CNMI law. Keep plastic out of the ocean. Keep vehicles off the beach. Use the Sea Turtle Stranding Hotline if you see poaching activities or if you see a turtle in trouble. Call 287-8537 and save a turtle.
My doctor gave me the pills, so they must be safe, right?
If taken exactly as prescribed, short-term use can be safe, but painkillers have real risk. Misusing an opioid painkiller can cause serious harm, including addiction and death, and misuse can happen quite easily. Make sure you never mix them with alcohol, antidepressants, sedatives, or sleep aids. And if you are prescribed an opioid, you need to tell your doctor about any other drugs, including herbal supplements that you are taking. It only takes a little to lose a lot.
The smoothie of the month for Gold's Gym, Strawberry Mango Tropicana, priced at just $5.50. It includes non-fat or soy milk, strawberry, banana pre-post, strawberries, and mango. 398 calories, 5 grams of fat, 20 grams of protein, 45 grams of carbs. Bring your own cup and save 50 cents. Smoothie of the month, Gold's Gym, Garapitt.
Welcome back to the Channel 2 News. The LGBTQIA community, along with their supporters, urge lawmakers to create legislation that will create a more inclusive space and promote the quality and well-being of all. It was the first official conversation between the LGBTQIA community and members of the Health and Welfare House Committee on how the legislature can help create a more inclusive Marianas. Dialogue began with individuals who shared their story of how it feels every day to be a LGBTQIA member in this society. Dr. Maritita pleaded to the lawmakers to help the youth and adults feel equal.
Please help us, please help our kids, whether it's through laws or funding or symbolic activities where allies can provide safe havens, symbols, murals, policies, providing specialty services off-island. We're in limited capacity.
On behalf of the LGBTQIA community, they would like to see that no one may intimidate, threaten, curse, or discriminate another.
We'd like to see increased protections from discrimination, support equality and inclusion and access to services. We'd like to see greater universal and affordable healthcare protection and coverage so that members of the community can avail of life-saving protection supports.
The community also asked lawmakers to establish policies that allows the youth and adults to feel proud of who they are.
Require annual trainings and help schools increase safety for our kids. Support anti-bullying policies. Specific on LGBTQI slurs and language. Assure that when kids are outed by teachers and the use of correct pronouns and names, they can't hide behind other things. Protect your kids so that no coaches or parents will exclude children who just want to play on their authentic gender team. Provide access to gender-neutral restrooms. Secure funding to provide protections for equality and access to mental health and specializations. There are just some of the mental health and social issues that our youth face, and as a whole, this group faces significant obstacles and unique challenges.
If everyone works together, a better and inclusive space can be made to make all people feel comfortable. It's the last day of Pride Month, but it's encouraged to show support and love every single day to our Pride community. Frankie Elliptico serves his last day as interim president of the Northern Marianas College.
When the Board of Regents appointed him as interim, that was a no-brainer, decision that the governor and I fully supported. And, you know, the college has gone through many turbulent challenges during his tenure as interim, and I think he has done exceptionally well to stabilize whatever the challenges are.
Frankie Elliptical has served 3 years as interim president of the Northern Marianas College. Today is his last day in the position, and Elliptical will be returning to his former position as vice president of administration and administrative advancements.
Of the many roles that I will have is to also oversee the facilities. I will oversee HR, financial activities, as well as advancement, marketing, fundraising, and really helping to build especially the new facilities for the institution. So I will be overseeing also many other workforce programs and expanding those programs to meet the needs of the CNMI that are present today.
Elliptical has been offered the position of president since he began his tenure, but he's never accepted it. When the media would ask why, Elliptical always declined to comment. Today, he finally tells us.
I didn't accept the position because it was something that I believe will probably be part of my life in the future. Maybe I will apply for the presidency of the college 5 or 10 or even 15 years from now in the future. But at this point, I feel that I'd like to focus my efforts and energy on really expanding the college's facilities and building many of the wonderful buildings that we have secured grants for.
The college has been through so much, losing 85% of its campus when Super Typhoon hit and adjusting to budget cuts, recovery, and COVID-19. How did he do it?
Like any leader who has faced a disaster, you always, because you treat your co-workers and even your students like your own family. So, you always worry, and you always are filled with anxiety or other kinds of emotions to make sure that you're doing what's in their best interest. So I can't say I was stressed or anxiety because you felt a whole range of emotions on a daily basis.
The CNMI community has definitely seen the leadership, dedication, and passion that Elliptical has poured into NMC. And he could actually be anywhere right now, but he continues to choose the college. Elliptical believes in his home and his people.
I work at Northern Marianas College because of the strong commitment I have to advancing our students and their interest in furthering their goals. So whether they want to become a doctor, a lawyer, or whatever they want to, I want to make sure that I play a pivotal role in their development so that they can come back or they can stay here in the CNMI and contribute to the growth of the overall CNMI. Because I am from here, born and raised here, and I'm a son of the CNMI, and I want to see that our people are the most educated population in anywhere else in the Pacific.
Thank you. All right, coming up, basketball rebounds like an appropriate pun. And girls just want to have fun and shoot the ball as well. We'll have that story in sports next.
For the different beats of your life, we're here to keep you connected the way you want it. Plans made for you, by you. Build your own bundle with Link. Select the internet, entertainment, mobile, and home phone plans that fit your lifestyle. Pay for what you want, not for what you don't. Build your own bundle and save with Link.
Opioids are commonly prescribed drugs. They can help ease short-term pain after surgery, an accident, or illness. Common brand names include Vicodin, Demerol, OxyContin, and Percocet. Opioids can be very addictive, and they can actually change how your brain works. Opioid misuse can lead to death. If you are prescribed an opioid medication, talk to your doctor. Always take exactly as directed, never take higher doses, keep your medication secure, and safely dispose of unused or expired medication. It only takes a little to lose a lot.
Hi, I'm Dre, one of the personal trainers here at Goat's Gym, and today we're going to be going over the leg press. Now I have here with me is Vince, and he's going to show you how to execute it properly in 2 different ways. A common mistake that you'll often see is leaving your hands free, either up here or on your lap. I strongly recommend you holding onto the sled and create that tension in the upper body, which then allows you to create more range of motion. So with his current foot placement, he was feeling it on his legs, his quads. Now with a simple adjustment by placing his foot a little higher on the platform and his toes pointed out slightly, he's going to transfer that tension, which was previously on his legs, onto his hamstrings and glutes. Again, he's going to grab onto the sled, creating that bracing effect up here.
We're in a race whether we know it or not.
If we all get vaccinated, we can end this pandemic together.
And build our new normal.
But first, we have to get to the finish line.
Pinapamalit si Piel.
Let's vaccinate, CNMI!
Let's roll at Gold's Gym Saipan with group exercise for every body. Total resistant exercise, or TRX, helps develop your core and improve strength. And Zumba toning is probably the funnest way to get fit. The Shake Cafe is a great place to stop by for meal replacement or supplements. Today is the first day of the rest of your life.
Tonight's sports brought to you in part by Tan Holdings through the Tan Su Lin Foundation, making communities a better place to live.
Buenas sports fans.
Buenas sports fans, the Marianas Racing Association is, well, their racing is going to come to a close next month. Last Sunday, they held the event number 6. Let's check out the results in the novice division. Sunday afternoon, Henry Camacho leading the novice division race with Corey Pangilinan hot on his muffler. The white flag comes out. Last lap, Henry still holding on to the top spot. Everyone else was eating dust. Cowtown red. Who's coming in first? There was never a doubt. Camacho finishes a dominating heat. Corey settles for second. Kier Agda, well, you know, things happen. Tell us about that novice race. What happened out there?
It was good. Henry Camacho came in first, Corey Pangilinan, I think Thomas Regis. Yeah, I was up there in the first lap, but I slid out and ended up last place. So I'll make up in the next heat.
But you still feel good?
Yes, sir. Feel great. It's all about having fun.
No such problems for Henry Camacho Jr. With this win, he leapfrogs into first place in the overall standings going into the final MRA event.
I got my cousin Corey behind me, and he's been leading this class since day one, since the first race. I just wanted to push myself a little bit more and give him a battle, and give the fans, the show that they want to see. I was trying to push myself.
The race was neck and neck until Corey's lungs gave up.
I kind of lost my breath a little bit, and then it was hard for me to breathe.
and it was a really hard battle. Henry's getting a lot better, and it's really fun having a battle. Usually I'm out front by myself, but it's really fun having people to challenge.
This sets up a Cowtown showdown at the end of July.
Right now I'm ahead of Corey just by, I think, 7 points. So I think I got a little bit more gap there. I just got to keep up what I'm doing.
So every race is important.
Yeah, these last 2 races are very important.
Now we will be getting back to the other divisions in the MRA in the very near future. That's all leading up to their big championship series next month. Well, girls basketball rebounded with a 3-on-3 2-day tournament. 3-on-3. Well, it's just like the Olympics. Agape Christian School Gymnasium turning out to be a valuable venue while the added gym is off limits. Let's walk inside like everyone else for day 1 of this 2-day tournament. You may want to bring your own chair or sit on the clean floor, or you can sit in the stands like most people do. No air conditioning and natural light during the daytime. That helps keep energy costs down. Leah Rangamar misses from the top of the key. Antoinette Labusa boxes out Maddie Allegre, drops in the hook shot. Not bad. Leah with the drive, the fake, the layup. Former national player. Leah taking care of Maddie, which opens up a passing lane. Jan to Antoinette, back to Jan. The University of Guam standout, best player on the floor. And the Dream Team, the best of the 5 women's teams. They turned everyone else away.
Here's the windup and the pitch.
I don't believe what I just saw.
You have the flexibility to work out between 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. At Gold's Gym, we call this off-peak, and it can save you money. Short-term daytime memberships on sale now, just $59 per month, and gets you access to the biggest and cleanest fitness center on island. Get yourself healthy and strong. Check out Gold's Gym today. Go-karts, off-roading, and the driving range now open at Marianas Trekking. Go-kart track will be open Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays with 50% off when you book online at marianastrekking.com. Hours 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. Use the promo code HAFA50 to get your discount. Off-roading is open too by reservation. Come on a 90-minute trail ride that is perfect for families. Book online at marianastrekking.com. Golfers, come practice on the driving range. You can even pay online, and we will have the balls waiting for you. Come see us weekends at Marianas Trekking, 323-8735.
Our high temperature today was 89, the low 82, humidity 70%. Tomorrow mostly cloudy with showers, possible thunderstorms. Rainy season came early this year. Winds 10 to 15 miles an hour out of the east. High 87, low 80, seas 4 to 5 feet. Sunrise 5:50 in the morning, followed by a low tide at 8:33, a high tide at 9 past noon, sunset at 6:51. That is your news, sports, and weather on this hot and sticky Wednesday here in the CNMI. Thank you for watching. See you back here Friday.